Michael Henderson. I went to school at UCLA for animation. I actually did my undergraduate school in New York, and at that time I wasn't thinking of going into animation at all. I was like a commercial artist student. And unfortunately what happened was, this sounds really crazy, but the professors and the department head found an opportunity to actually start a business in Canada, so they left. I found myself without a major, and subsequently my counselor decided to move me in the direction of film, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to go into film. After talking to her, and she was very persuasive, I decided that what I would do is I'd go into film. I didn't mind drawing, but I had no idea that I was going to actually get into drawing and actually moving the character. So my first film was actually a disaster. To make matters worse, it was the showcase film for the end of the year screen. So it was like a nightmare coming true. And then I applied to UCLA grad school, and I got accepted there. And there I met as a teacher Chuck Sheets, one of the directors at Gracie Films. And Chuck brought me in, and that's how I got my first internship / animation job at Gracie Films. I got a chance to do some timing at Gracie Films for a couple of the episodes of The Simpsons. Work-wise, it was unique. See, working in studio is a different thing. Every studio is different. And Gracie Films, basically how they handle their day-to-day production operations is done two different ways. It's twofold. If you're there in the daytime, which I was never there in the daytime, I only visited a couple of times in the day. I think it's the same way, but there's just a little bit more directors and producers there. I came in at night. As far as like the work environment, it's kind of like working in a preschool, where you've been transformed back into being like a little kid, and you're 2 and 3 years old, and you're playing around with other little kids, and they're all playing with toys. That's kind of like what Gracie Films was like. It was chaotic, but everything worked, but it worked only because the director made sure that we did what we had to do. That was the only reason. I got to do some timing for them. I got to do some timing for Animaniacs, a few of the Animaniacs. Don't really know if that actually went across and they actually like broadcast it, but I got the experience. I was one of the guys who actually worked at Casablanca Records. I did like a couple of album covers. I did the Motor Booty Affair, the big bird mouth. That's my drawing. That's my bird. They cut it out of the drawing and stuck it on the album cover. Parlette, they had another group called Parlette, and they did an album called Invasion of the Booty Snatchers. They took that cover and actually took a different color background. My background was yellow. They made the background black. And I kind of lost out on that deal. I mean, I learned through working as a freelancer. It was a slow process. I didn't pick up on it like a lot of people do. I got burned quite a few times before I actually started getting paid. Currently what I'm doing is I'm working on my own series, which I actually have forwarded to Universal and also to Fox. So the hope is that they may pick up the idea, and the idea may go into development, which is what I'm hoping to happen.